Hello everybody, I've got some more K-pop Demon Hunters stuff. After I looked at some videos the other day, I got recommended a few more things on YouTube, as well as there was a video that one of you guys left for me in the Discord, so thank you very much. We're going to start with another one from Netflix's channel, K-pop Demon Hunters, Behind the Lore, Songs and K-Culture.
I've always wanted to make an animated movie set in Korea that really showcased our culture and our mythology. I thought demons would be visually spectacular in an animated movie, and that led to Demon Hunters, and K-pop was the last ingredient in the concept.
And I said, please let me make this movie with you because I love all those things.
So happy it's
KPop
getting a
Demon
sequel.
Hunters is about a girl group who are world famous, and they are secretly demon hunters.
Don't worry, it's totally legit.
Huntr is composed of Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, and they use music and song and dance as a way to protect the world from this demon threat.
Arden Cho's voice as Rumi, she just sounded perfect.
Rumi slays demons.
Is that Jinu? Hang on a sec. Hang on.
Rumi, she just sounded
Oh my god, he's so Jinu. Oh my god.
perfect.
Rumi slays demons, sings, is gorgeous, has killer fashion sense. I love her luscious purple hair. She's
hair is
edgy
incredible.
and hip, but still kind of girly.
Look, I'm kind of a difficult person.
I love Mira so much.
Mira is a skeptic, rebellious, sarcastic.
If only I could smash her demon face in right now.
Thanks for coming.
Mira, that character has a chip on her shoulder, and it's just fun to have that flavor. So everything about her look was kind of driven by that slight desire to provoke.
Yeah, she's our role model.
It's the way they've all got like the heavy eyelid look that mirrored like the completely disinterested
Driven
look.
by that slight desire to provoke.
Hey.
Yeah, she's our role model.
Zoe is the maknae of the group, so it's her professional obligation to be the cutest and the most energetic.
She's cute and bubbly and adorable, and so we wanted to give her these little buns and short bang look.
Why are you in your new costume?
We have the most costume looks of any animated movie that's ever been made.
Oh really? I don't know why I'm saying oh really. I did a tier list with about 100 and something outfits. So I don't know why I'm shocked.
Favorite things about making this movie was making girls act like real girls and not just pristine superheroes.
When it comes to demon hunting and music making, they all have their role, and it comes together in a magical way. Puma is our big bad. He is the voice in all our heads. And the Saja Boys, they are a demon boy band.
It almost seems like they're nice demons.
Demons are never nice.
I was too focused on the top. I want to see that from the bottom. Hang on.
Almost seems like they're nice demons.
Demons are never nice.
They seduce people with their voice and looks, stealing souls to gain their power.
We hate the Saj Boys, but darn them for being so cute.
Listening to the Saja Boys song, everyone was humming it. They can make hearts out of thin air?
Soda Pop is incredibly catchy, and Zoe's having a hard time fighting the feeling.
Mommy, control those shoulders.
Wow, it is catchy.
Getting to have fun with the boys, just making them super hot. That one's always looking at me.
No, we're not.
The little detail of the wind on his shirt. Look.
With the boys, just making them super hot. That one's always looking at me.
No, we're not.
How do we light these abs so that we can really enjoy them?
So hot.
We really wanted to immerse the world in K-pop, but also stay authentically Korean.
The opportunity to represent Korean Americans, that's important. Seeing it all together, it just touched me.
It pays so much homage to the Korean culture, from the food, the streets in Gangnam. Everything is so perfect.
Happy fans? Happy home!
We We became students of K-pop, the skill of the music, the performers, the look. It takes incredible talent and expertise to do that.
There's a really great ecosystem and Korean talent all coming together to create something very unique. It is so
I'd love
cool
to see more
that
of that
Twice
bit.
is covering one of our songs.
It really legitimizes our movie in the K-pop space, which is really awesome.
Keep your hands off our Huntr.
KPop Demon Hunters is really so special in melding the worlds of K-pop and action and music and drama.
It's addictive and catchy.
There's funny parts, there's sad parts, there's action. We got it all. And we look so cute in it.
I need to watch that movie again, you know. I still haven't rewatched it after the first time I saw it. Okay, this next one. K-Pop Demon Hunters, behind the scenes, what it takes to animate a K-pop battle.
We try really wild things, like the whole corn eyes thing. We came up with it in a meeting,
So it was a
and we
pineapple.
had a board artist execute it, and just right off the bat was like, this is crazy, and it actually works.
It was really fun to watch them, like, they'd give us like a double take. Wait, you really want me to like say it this way? And we're like, yes, dude, just do it.
Hi, I'm Maggie Kang,
Hi, I'm Chris Appelhans.
and we are the directors of K-Pop Demon Hunters, and we are about to go behind the scenes. I always knew I wanted to do something set in Korean culture, and for some reason, demonology, and specifically the black cat, like demons that are the Grim Reapers of Korea, was the most like iconic thing that I wanted to see in the movie, and knew that I wanted to lean into those guys as the villains when it became this K-pop project.
It was interesting because I'm a very visual person, so usually every movie I develop, it starts with images. Ami Thompson and Helen Chen were our first two artists doing paintings, and they did some incredible paintings of our interpretation of the OG hunters, the women in Korean history who did this stuff. But I think actually the moment we were often pitching the movie around this idea of like the power of music and that kind of feeling, the butterflies you get in it.
Idea of music and the feeling you get, we really wanted to lean into that as like a superpower and a magical force in our movie, and that's the force that powers the Honbun, which is the barrier. And with the K-popness of it, I think what's so unique and special about K-pop is how much the fans are engaged with the idols, and there's kind of this very special relationship between idol and fan where there's so much give and take and this kind of love and friendship almost that is created. And so we really wanted the fans to be part of fueling this power that the hunters hold, and at the very end and the climax when the entire stadium start to sing and gives Rumi that boost of power is us pay tribute to that special connection that the fans play in these idols' lives.
Mayday, mayday! There's 10,000 fans at the door screaming. It sounded really scary.
Our first thing with performance was, this is the true of all things in animation. It's not a photocopy of reality. It's not a recreation, it's a distillation. You're distilling a movement or a shape or a silhouette. And in doing so, the artist has control of that. And you could just do motion capture, something that has its own pros and cons, but Sony ImageWorks has an incredible team of animators. And so we talked a lot about, let's look at the choreography and the performance, and let's not just copy it, let's distill it so that they perform in a way that's unique to animation. Josh Beveridge is our head of animation, and we had 70, 80, at times 100 incredible animators that were all bringing their lifetime of skill to every shot. So what's so cool about animation?
We create the entire movie in drawings first, and our editor...
Wow, I'm going to take a look at these, hang on.
So cool about animation.
We create the entire movie in drawing.
Oh, wow. I mean, I love that the movie's 3D, but like a 2D, just like this, is cool enough as it is.
Our editor, Nathan...
It's so brilliant how even just in the simplest of drawings, they already capture like their personalities so well.
And Shaw takes all these images and it gets edited and timed, and we put temp voices, existing music before we actually create original score and song. And so that's kind of our working reel that we dive into and fix. You know, sometimes we take it apart completely and put it back together, and sometimes it's just certain scenes or certain moments. We use this program called Miro, which is like a digital bulletin board, and we had these huge Miro boards full of GIFs and still images from music videos or magazines that we we just piled on there for inspiration for all the artists. And it just became this huge library of information that we had been working on and collected for like, I don't know, 3-4 years.
And it's like a 3-minute sequence in animatic, like Maggie's describing. I could have anywhere from 150 to 500 storyboards. So you take that times 90 minutes and you're looking at 10,000 drawings. And then I think it's one of the least understood parts of animation is how important the story artists are and how essential they are to the writing and creating of these films.
Animation works very differently from live action. With live action, you really, I mean, usually you hone down on a script and you go and shoot, and shoots are very expensive. So you kind of get like 1 or 2 tries, you know, in a day to shoot that one scene. In animation, we have the freedom to recut everything and play around with scenes and rearrange moments and beats. And we try really wild things, like the whole corn ice thing. We came up with it in a meeting and we had a board artist execute it, and just right off the bat was like, this is crazy, and it actually works. And then there's certain things like some of the date sequences, you know, took a lot of rewriting because the shots kind of remained the same, but what the characters needed to say changed quite a bit depending on like how we were creating the moments around that scene.
We're in this pretty neat era now where international filmmakers are so well known and respected that like probably the 3rd time Maggie and I were sitting talking about the movie as collaborators, we started talking about the host and Bonjour and like his tonal ability to like put things that I'm like, you can't do that, you can't do horror and comedy right there, right next to each other, and he does it, and it opens your mind to like a tone. And we talk about him as fans, and all of a sudden, without having to like talk more than 5 minutes, Maggie and I kind of know where the other one's head is at with like how we think the movie could work tonally. And it's so nice that we're in this era where those kind of influences can make their way to us, and then as such into the animation genre that people think has a pretty limited scope. One of my favorite things when Maggie first talked to me about this, she's like, I want to do some girls that are weird, do weird stuff that are real and like angry and frustrated and thirsty and all these things that maybe are not celebrated as like aspirational female superhero traits. And I was like, oh my God, let's do it. So with all of our voice actresses, it took a few sessions to almost create permission for like, no, we want you to be like be yourselves. It was really fun to watch them. Like they'd give us like a double take. Wait, you really want me to like say it this way? And we're like, yes, dude, just do it.
Why do they always interrupt our snacking?
Maggie did a lot of the scratch in the movie with just the temp voices. So she gets to like Rumi like chugging a kimbap like it's a milkshake. She makes all the funny noises, and that lives in the storyboards, and the actor sees that and they're like, oh, that's hilarious. And then that sound drives the animation. So they don't start animating until they have that as a baseline, and then they elevate it in great ways.
And I was like, guys, you guys are making a musical. And we're like, no, this is not a musical. It's just pop music. And we quickly realized, oh no, he was right. And every piece of music that was in the movie had to be a banging pop song, but it also had to serve as character and story. And he made us answer a lot of really tough questions about character and story that we were like, oh no, that's the one thing that we can't figure out right now, Ian. And so it became these like story meetings. And I think that's why the music is resonating with so many people, because it's really good music, but the lyrics are really good as well. So whether you tie them in with the movie and remembering the characters, or like they also just live on their own, as like Takedown, for example, we always talked about that as like a song that you would sing to your ex that you're bad at. And it's a perfect song for that, but it's also for the Demon Boys. So always thinking about the kind of dual facets of these songs.
And above all, Ian is a true lover of music. It's the love of his life, you know. And so when we're setting out to make a movie that tried to honor that power of it, and Maggie and I joked about this, we'd meet with all these incredible musicians, Teddy Park, and then Ian, and then different songwriters like EJ and Lindgren. There's so many. And we'd pitch them the movie and we'd be all nervous about like, I don't know if they're gonna like this. And then they'd be like, do you want to make a movie about like music as like a literal soul-touching superpower? We're like, yeah. And they're like, well, of course we want to do it every time. That's our life. We're like, oh, really?
Maggie and Chris, thank you so much for this conversation. This was really amazing. I'm so excited for fans to get a behind the curtain look at how this film was made, and hopefully that leads to more within a possible franchise in the future. Let's hope. So thank you both so much for your time.
Thanks, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
We've got more on the way. It's going to be years as well, but it's like... I'm so excited for the possibility of like the sequel and what that's going to be. The tiger plushie has its own hat. Does it? I didn't know that. I love how they mentioned the storyboard artist as well, because I remember that in the Bridging the Rift series, which is like the behind the scenes of Arcane, season 1. Because, I mean, the animators are incredible, obviously, but the storyboard artists come up with what is essentially the freeze frame, you know, almost like the sort of postcard concepts of what you're actually going to see in the scene. If you didn't have those, the animators wouldn't know where to go with the animation. So I'm really glad he brought that up, because I think there's so many stages of behind the scene works that they forget. You know, it's like the editors themselves will create such a difference in a scene just by the way they cut the scene together. You know, and it's, I don't know, it's just, I'm really happy that he brought that up.
Rumi, Mira, and Zoe.
I think we've just seen this bit. Hang on. It literally is like all the videos that I've just seen compiled together.
We fell in love with May's voice.
I've already seen that one, hang on. I tell you what I'll do. Let me just see if there's any video that comes up that I haven't seen. Oh, In the Booth, short video here, but I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah!
Seen clips of this, but I've never seen this in full.
Oh no! SpaghettiOs. Kill the demons! It is annoyingly catchy though. It is annoyingly catchy.
It's infectious.
I wonder how many times they have to do each line.
It's catchy.
Wait, sorry.
My little soda pop. It's catchy.
My little soda pop, my little soda pop.
Whoa, that's sounding good.
To learn on TikTok. Oh my gosh, please! Actually, someone teach us a TikTok dance so we can be like, my little soda pop.
Yeah, totally.
They can make hearts out of thin air? They're magicians!
I mean, demons. Obviously, demons.
Can you do it once from the beginning then? Just so we get that beat into it?
This looks like so much fun.
Demon. We kill them.
It doesn't look like they're gonna hurt anyone. It almost seems like they're nice demons.
Demons are never nice.
Hey, sorry. It's okay, guys. We're only on set. Doesn't have to be perfect.
We're only recording.
We're only recording. Teach us the takedown choreo.
Oh my gosh, yes!
They're demons! They're demons!
They're demons! We'll write a brand new song.
How many takes do they do of each line?
Whoa, that was weird.
Can we try one more time? Thank you.
A diss track to expose the Saja boy and send those
Whoa. Let's do that again.
Yeah! And send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong!
Yeah! Okay, alright. Last one. Okay.
It's a takedown. They're stealing the souls of our fans. They're stealing the souls of our fans? They're stealing the souls of our fans.
I'm going
The souls of our
insane.
fans. The souls of our fans. What are they stealing?
They're stealing the souls.
Wait, should I do it like different?
Okay.
Should I do it like better? You want another one? It's not awkward with you guys here at all. I can.
The souls of our fans?
I mean, I think that's the one. Let's print that.
It's such a shame it's so short. Oh, I want to see more. Let me see what else comes up. EJ wrote Golden Melody on the way to the dentist. What? I'm gonna have these songs in my head all day.
I received the instrumental. I wrote it on my way to the dentist. Hi, I'm EJ, singer-songwriter and also singing voice of Ruby in KPop Demon Hunters. I was like, na 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 na. I recorded that. And another one going like.
You can hear the traffic in the background.
Yeah, and then I brought it to Mark, and Mark's like, I feel something, and we wrote it so fast, and gonna be golden came out super fast. Up, it's all the moment. Like, that came out fast, too. And then, when we were done, we're like, it's kind of a banger.
She's so much like Rumi.
I was in the project for a very long time, before the script was written, literally. I wouldn't have been on this project without Daniel Rojas, by the way. We kind of like set up the blueprint of the songs. Back then, it was so fresh that there were certain scenes that they were sure of. And those are the scenes that we had to write for, whether it be the mantra, the prologue, and also like, what is a mantra gonna sound like? What is Rumi's like demon voice gonna sound like? I learned so much during KPop Demon Hunters. Like, it really helped me grow as a singer and as a writer. A lot. The directors challenged me to like, you know, they want Rumi to be a really awesome vocalist. So I'm like, all right, gosh, let me pull the Beyonce. They're like, she needs to be amazing and have an incredible range, like unrealistic range almost. And I'm like, okay, high notes, I got you. And I just sing all the high notes, and I really, I'm not even kidding, found my range writing the songs. Specifically how it's done. Because I do apparently a D6 at the end. You don't hear it, but like the ad-lib at the end, like yo, like go up. That is me, y'all. I worked real hard for that. But that kind of came out naturally just while ad-libbing, and I was like, oh, whoa. And like, let me see if I can recreate that at the studio. When we were at the studio, like, that's how I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know I could sing that high.
Golden. It's the story of us.
She goes, no more hiding, but she's hiding. And so sometimes persevering can be toxic. If you do too much where you kind of push down all your insecurities or all your flaws, it gets worse sometimes. The Golden is a beautiful message of like, keep going, keep going. However, accept your flaws, accept who you are fully in order to keep going and persevering. Persevering not just with your perfect side, it's persevering, accepting all of you. I was the queen that I'm meant to be. Like, it's constantly breaking records, and I'm just so proud as a Korean American, because this is like the first big budgeted animated film based in Korea. That means the world. Because I wish I saw this growing up. You know, people don't even know where South Korea was. You know, I've always been asked the question, are you from North or South Korea? You know, like, I'm just so proud I get to be a part of this. It's so great. I'm really grateful. Thank you, Maggie Chris.
Oh, I'm so excited for the sequel, and it's going to be ages away. What am I going to do? I think that's pretty much all I've got time for today. Oh no, hang on. I found an interview. Hollywood Reporter. No, never mind. I found one. Hang on.
When BTS
Here we go.
started like singing it on live, it just felt like my body and my brain separated, and I still can't really talk about it. I think once that happened, I went like, oh my god. When we're starting to get recognition from actual K-pop idols, that's when we've done something right.
Hi, Hollywood Reporter. We're K-Pop Demon Hunters. My name is Arden Cho. I voice Rumi.
I'm Mei Hong. I voice Mira.
Hi, I'm Ji Young Yoo and I play Zoe.
I rewatched it probably 2 days ago. Just like, oh, what, you know, just to revisit it again, and it still is surreal to see all our voices on these amazing badass girls.
We've all had the conversation of like, none of us were expecting this kind of response, but I think there's a difference between a film being successful and this. Like, this is just crazy, and I think it's pretty safe to start calling this a phenomenon. And I just don't know if there's any forecaster in the world that could have guessed that there would be this level of response, and we all feel really grateful and honored.
Yeah, I don't think anyone anticipated how big this would have been. The response has been incredible. I mean, we're really thankful to the fans for keeping us at #1 for such a long time.
I'm a really big BTS fan. So when BTS started like singing it on lives, like it all felt very serendipitous to me because all 7 members were back basically the day the film was released on Netflix. It just felt like my body and my brain separated. I still can't really talk about it. I think once that happened, I went like, oh my god, when we're starting to get recognition from actual K-pop idols, that's when we've done something right.
Yeah, I think I was in Korea for a couple weeks, almost right after the release, and just seeing the response and the love from actual idols who are living this life was just incredible. And, you know, getting that stamp of approval and seeing how everyone feels so seen in the movie. And just the response. Everybody's saying similar things where they're like, we related to this, I love this, I didn't even know K-pop, but now K-pop is like my life. And so I think it's been so fun.
Yeah, I feel like when it really started landing for me is when I went to my first ever convention and just to see everyone waiting and lining up just to meet me, which is absurd, and this little girl made me this bracelet. And yeah, just all the little presents, all the drawings that people are making
the art
of
is
us. Yeah,
incredible.
and it's what are you talking about?
I mean, like the music metrics too. I think the music metrics are maybe a little easier for me to understand the scale of because we didn't do the singing. We had incredible vocalists who did the singing for our characters. So I just feel like a really like personal cheerleader almost of these women and the songwriters and producers. So it just continues to climb Billboard charts and continues to break streaming records, and it just feels very surreal.
You have in your head an idol you would cast as your character.
It's hard not to just think immediately about a fictional character, honestly, rather than a real person.
Right.
So, I mean, I've said this a million times now, but Sailor Jupiter.
I might say Chu from Luna. She's so naturally cute. Definitely like reminds me of a real life Zoe.
What songs in real life do you think would have sealed the Huntr?
I think about this often. Any Beyonce song. She's definitely sealing the home run.
Kelly Clarkson!
Yes.
She might be opening the home moon, I think.
Adele! And like, I mean, I love Blackpink and aespa and, you know, Twice. I'm like all the girls.
I'm like New Jeans.
I know, she's all New Jeans, so.
Yeah.
And of course,
I don't know
BTS.
any of these.
I'm like Weezer.
Oh, no, totally. Yeah.
Oh my god, but also 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe Olivia Rodrigo. She
Yes.
could seal the home run for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we really have to say Huntrix right now. Right now, I feel like the album is on repeat. That soundtrack is just too good. And honestly, I mean, Golden. Golden is sealing that whole moon.
Yeah,
He just got such a special voice. It's so incredible.
It is
so
amazing.
Love y'all.
I'm gonna have these songs in my head all day.
We are fans. I just met Rayami 2 days ago. So it was kind of like a coincidence that we met. We got to chatting, and she told me that she never heard any of our voices when they were recording the soundtrack. They didn't tell her who the actors were. Like they never got a vocal comp to match. So I think it just is more proof of how talented they are as vocalists, and then how incredible the music team and Maggie and Chris were at finding the right people, casting the right people, and then creating a sound that's so cohesive that a lot of people aren't aware yet that there are multiple people voicing the characters. It's really wonderful.
Thanks for
no
watching
idea.
us on The Hollywood Reporter.
May is so mirror, it's hilarious. Yeah, interview the singers. I agree, I want to see more interviews with them. Yeah, I like that they're taking the time to highlight their characters' singing voice actors. I agree. Good for it, because I think that should be highlighted so much more than it is. Well, that was fun. And I think I'm done for today with these guys. But if there is anything else that you think is a very pertinent K-pop Demon Hunters behind the scenes cast interview or whatever it may be, if there's a specific video that you think would be really, really good, best place I'm going to see it is if you suggest it in the Discord server. Second best place would be in the comments below. Just leave a comment here, I'll do my best to find it, and I'll take a quick look. If it's my kind of thing, I'll do a reaction video to it. Windy outside today. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Subscribe, put notifications on, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Stick around, there's always more on the way, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take very good care of yourself, go seal the home moon, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.